Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Kendra. I am the Curatorial Assistant at the Racine Art Museum. Today we're going to be doing a tour of RAM's 14th Annual International Peeps Art Exhibition. So this exhibition will be closing a little soon. It's on Saturday, April 15th is the last day, which is this Saturday. RAM is open this week from Wednesday through Saturday from noon till 4 p.m. if you'd like to come see the show in person. The original idea for this exhibition was created by RAM's former employee, Lisa Englander, who has recently retired. She wanted to connect to the community through art and using a holiday during the grayer months of the year. And she thought colorful peeps was a great way to do this. This show is really a great example of a material that might be somewhat unexpected in a museum. However, the concept of working with unusual materials is supported by RAM's mission, and to exhibit, collect, preserve, and educate in the field of contemporary craft. Artists consistently push material boundaries, so the idea that they sometimes utilize and experiment with materials produced for purposes other than art making can be seen through RAM's exhibitions and the many works in the museum's exhibition or permanent collection. We're actually displaying some works right now from RAM's collection that plays on this idea. We have like a lollipop necklace, there's a couple of vessels that are made out of shredded money, so you can come down to the museum to see these guys. During the course of this exhibition, we are also raffling off a Suis 725S sewing machine during the exhibition. This was kindly donated by Sew and Save of Racine Incorporated. You can buy one ticket for $5 or 5 tickets for $20 at RAM's front desk. And the winner will be chosen this coming Monday, April 17th. The sewing machine retails for $499, so this really is an incredible deal if you are interested in upgrading your sewing machine or getting on learning how to sew. We want to thank the individuals and businesses who made contributions to support this year's exhibition. We are very grateful for their help, and we always welcome donations to the museum in any amount to help us pay for all of our programs. 2022 is also celebrating RAM's 20th anniversary at our downtown location. So we have current exhibitions that are celebrating this fact, and we also have great events that will be coming up throughout this year that also plays on this idea. But let's get started on the tour. So we're going to look at every piece in the show today. We're not going to stay too long on every piece, just since there's 142 that were created about 200 different artists. Every work that we'll be showing today needs to represent Peeps in some way. So either that's going to be with the marshmallow peep itself or a representation of the peep. So these first three are great examples of how they are representing a peep. So the first one that Tyler looked at was a ceramic piece that was created by Susan Bueller, The Dawn of the Peep. She actually won 3rd place award in the adult division. This next one was an enamel piece made by Gina Matheson. It's a Unipeep Rainbow Explosion made with copper wire, enamel, wood, and paint. And then this last piece here is made by Laura Grayson. It's called Babooma Peep. It's made entirely of paper, and it's playing on the idea of a work that we have in an exhibition upstairs that is called Vignettes, and it's called Babooma, and it's made by Madison-based artist Michael Villaquit. Moving down, we're going to look first at these 2D works on the wall. We kind of divided the ones on the outside with a colorful section, which we'll look at first, and then more of a black and white. So this first piece here is made by Mary Christensen. It's titled A People Person, with acrylic paint and glitter. Showcases a woman holding a giant peep. Again, great examples of how you can create a representation of a peep rather than the marshmallow. Next up, we have Emma Widmer's palette peeps made with acrylic paint. We have a couple different palette painting classes that happen at Wisdom, so if you're interested in learning how to do that style, check our website to come and learn. Following, we have Paula DeTemple's Aloha Peep. This is made with alcohol ink and synthetic paper. We're going to quick look at this 3D piece behind. This is made by a group. And it's the second placed award in the group division. This is by Stephanie Lazzaroni, Henry Schoonover. It's called Captain Peepmo and Ned Fight the Giant Squid. Every year we always have lots of different dioramas that are entered into the show. This is a great first one here. We have a giant book that is being used as the backboard here, the 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. It's playing on that idea, but with peeps. People always use a lot of different types of materials for the show. This one is made with peeps, acrylic paint, bubble wrap, cellophane, foam core, artificial plants, wooden skewer, rocks, ink, digital inkjet print, paper, and googly eyes. Here we're going to look at the black and white 2D that I mentioned. The first image is made by Mel Westmeyer, Marshmallow Pointer. Great image of a black and white pointer on the vegetation, but then the peep is in the corner, bright pink. We're going to start with the top piece. We have Kate Alf's Peep at the Cliffs, made with graphite. We have a rabbit peep with some suspender outfit in a brick area with all in just graphite. At the bottom we have a work by Laura Leach, Chick Close, charcoal on paper. This is using one of the chick peeps instead of the rabbit. We've seen, while the chicks are like the traditional classic peeps with after the name peep, it seems like most people will often use the rabbits when they're making a representation of it rather than a chick. I think it's because it's a little easier to do, so this was a good one to tackle. Next we have Nicole Zimmer. This is Elton John Peep. This is made using peeps, acrylic paint, plastic, and glitter. A lot of people when they first saw this piece didn't realize it was Elton John until they learned the name, and then they're like, oh, of course, like I should have known. And I think it's a really fun representation of something that I am so sure he would wear. We're switching back to a 3D piece. This is made by This is made by Allison Wojon. This is Peep Kong. It's made using peeps, cardboard, wire, acrylic paint, and found paper. This is an honorable mention in the adult division. A lot of what we like to work for is using found materials or recycled works at RAM. So this piece is great, showcasing that. At the top with the spire, you could have seen some bottle tops that were made with spray paint, and then below was cardboard that she most likely found. And in each of the windows, there's a cute little bunny that's looking scared out, and then the giant Peep Kong that's ready to attack the plane with the chick inside. All right, so now we looked at the hallway, we're going to focus on the main room. So of course, when you enter the room, there is going to be just an explosion of wonderful color when you come in here. We like to change the paint colors of the room every several years, so this is a new theme this year. We have some diagonal paints going on, playing off of the Peeps main colors. We're gonna start with the top by Lee Spoiler, the Conicha Bonita, and I'm so sorry if I said that name wrong, which I most likely did. This is a great work that's made out of paper mache, sand, foil, and acrylic paint. It's a fun example of a different kind of a sculpture you could make. The amount of detail in this piece I think is just beautiful. That's how you're seeing, showing you that the back of this piece is also incredibly detailed. She did not miss a single part. Down below then, we have a piece that is made by Amanda Cosgrove Pathrath. This is called Beach Bunny. It's made using glass, sand, and found objects. Amanda's a wonderfully nice because she owns Hot Shop Glass in Racine, so she makes she donates the first prize awards for each of us. She makes similar bunnies to what you're seeing here, but they're in a golden color, so each first place award winner got a golden peep as their prize. Definitely check out her shop. I saw that on Instagram. She was doing a little fun scavenger hunt where you take the bunny similar to this, and then she was putting it on North Beach in Racine for people to find. She did 3 of those. I think it was this last weekend or the weekend prior. So a fun little scavenger hunt if you were part of that. Next up, we have a piece by Debbie Peck. This is Octopeep. This is the second place winner in the adult division. This is made using Peeps, paper mache, a balloon, foil, wire, air dry clay, foam, latex paint, and found objects. All right, and then we have our first, this is our second group project. This is made by Mariah Gomez White and Lennon Farrell. This is Peep Over. This is made using Peeps, felt, foam, cotton, twine, paper, pom-poms, yarn, digital inkjet print, crayon, and found objects. Another thing to be aware of when you're creating these projects is we do have some limitations because we are still an art museum. All of the works for Peeps has to be limited to this room. While we always get requests to be in a bigger room, we don't have another space, and because marshmallows could attract bugs, we don't want it with our other art objects, which is also why only Peeps marshmallows, the traditional kind that you're seeing here, are allowed in the competition. No other Peeps branded material, which I know is always a disappointment to people, but you have to draw the line somewhere. Here we have Fisher Morell's piece, the Peep Gala. This is made using Peeps, wood, fabric, feathers, sequins, ribbon, found objects, and artificial plants. I love the different outfits that are in this. I think each is just so creative. And honestly, you can see these on the red carpet somewhere with what different celebrities break out every year. Here we have a more local scene. This is made by Natalie Johnson. She is under 13. This is Packy's Playhouse. This is made using Peeps, a found shoebox, paint, Lego pieces, wood, paper, tissue paper, stickers, stamps, artificial crystal, and glitter. I am told that Packy is a person, or a character I should say, at the theater in Racine who comes out and teaches different children. Next, we have Autumn Madsen's Froggo and the Peep Stool. This is a great first example of how you can use the actual Peeps marshmallows to create different figures. So you can see with the frog here on the left that it looks like they most likely spray painted the Peep to get like this green appearance and then cut them. And same with the they are marshmallows, but the mushroom to create these interpretation and sculptural pieces. So you don't have to only use the Peep as what it is, but you can create something using the Peep. All right, we're gonna flip over and go to the 2D on the wall that's behind us. This first piece we have from Elm Creative Arts School. This is grade 4 Mrs. DeBerry's art class. This is Jasper Elm's John Peeps. Peeps, wood, and acrylic paint. All right, following we have Betsy Kinkama's Peepinardo da Vinci with Peeps, acrylic paint, and digital inkjet print. Betsy actually won one of the 4 honorable mentions in the adult division. Like I was just talking about with Autumn's piece back here, what Betsy did is she took each of the Peeps and like melted them down and then strung them out to create Leonardo's beard that you see here to what now it's kind of unrecognizable that those are Peeps. So it's an interesting idea here. This is Betsy's first time entering this show, so she was incredibly excited to win an honorable mention. Next up, we have Tom Spohler's Bunksy Peeps Charcoal Marker and Paper. Of course, this is a take on the real-life famous piece. We've had a similar one in the past, so this is a new person's piece. As the piece is slowly being shredded, they're reaching out for that peep in the air, such as what happened during the auction in real life after someone purchased the real piece. Next, we have Katie White's Prism Peep, yarn, plastic, canvas, wood frame, and paper and washi tape. We have not that many fiber pieces in this year's show as we have in the past, but this is the first example of one. This is made by Anastasia DeTempo. This is soft yellow peep made using yarn. So she crocheted each of these pieces to create a representation of a peep. Next, we have Anne Bernard Paytis Peeps Bunny at the Savoy. This is made using screen print, sheen collé, and paper. So, Anne was telling me that this is a famous, really fancy hotel in England. So this is a very fancy, well-off rabbit that's eating their tea. We have like a little tea theme happening here with some of the other works that are down below. So like I said, we have some tea-inspired things. So this first up is we have this wonderful tea set that's made by Jean Wells. This is called Steep and Peep, which I love that name. This is a glazed white stoneware, and Jean actually won the first place award in the adult division. So we take a very, like a more standard looking tea set, and then she carved these wonderful different peeps and then maybe did like an underglaze and a clear glaze over it to get this really fun design to create such a piece. RAM actually has over 600 teapots in our collection, so we thought this was a really fun play on something that we already focus on. Next, we have Betsy Davis's Peeps Bunny Tea Party, another tea-themed thing. It's Peeps, ceramic, foam board, paper, ink, marker, paint, fabric, cording, and vinyl flooring. And before we leave the tea-themed area, we're going to go up to the hotel that is made by Joanna Paleman. This is called Rooms with a View, Le Grand Peeps Hotel. So we have a hotel next to a hotel. This is Peeps, a found egg crate, foam core, and plexiglass. And we're going to come back down to, we have Kylie DeBerg's Toxic Blue Tea Standards. This is made with a lot of different materials, so bear with me. We have Peeps, clay, airbrush paint, nail polish, fishing line, foam board, paper, acrylic paint, duct tape, lights, mirror, plastic, artificial fur, and marker. So this is really a fun piece where Kylie sculpted this rabbit, a blue rabbit, who is eating Peeps while looking at themselves in the mirror. So we got Toxic Blue Tea Standards, which is a fun play on words of beauty standards. And then on the walls, we have different stylish and very skinny looking rabbits. So this rabbit is considering all the tough beauty standards that they have to live up to, and also thinly looking at what humans also feel like they live up to. Then down below we have Cremona Weiser's Peep-a-Lote. So we got it's a jackalope, but it's a peep. So it's Peeps, paper, paint, plastic bags, and plastic bottles. Cremona actually won the People's Choice Award last year, and if you come into RAM in person, you will see this piece. It is sitting at the front counter when you come into the museum. And it's a great work. And of course, if you can come in person, you get the wonderful chance of voting for People's Choice Award. I'm pretty sure we have over 1,000 votes at this point. We had a free First Friday this last Friday, and a lot of people came to that and placed their votes. So come in and you can place your own as well. All right, we're gonna go back to the 2D on the wall. We first have Jean Barron's Channel Your Inner Peep, Peep and acrylic paint. Here we have a larger Peep displayed with kind of like a humanoid body behind it, looking very peaceful. Next, we have another group project. This is St. Jacobi's Lutheran School, the first grade class, and this is Peeps at Spring. It's watercolor markers, marker, and digital inkjet print. So there's various different Peeps on here made with watercolor, and then I'm guessing it was the kids got to draw on each of these different Peeps to create their own little representation. So we got one person who's in the snow reading a book. There's another that has a bunch of stars on them, a little heart, just very cute. Next we have Burton J. Gross, Deep Peep Acrylic Paint. When each of these works were coming in to the museum, I tried to keep a little description of each so we can tell them apart later on. And this one was very hard for me to describe because there's just so much wonderful things happening. We have the different P's for Peeps. We have in the background like a little chick that's only in just like a little outline of it. Then we have cartoons of each of the chick Peeps, the rabbit Peeps, some eggs, a chocolate rabbit. Just awesome different experiences you can get with it. All right, so we're gonna go to our smaller shelf and we're gonna go kind of up and down and around. So if you think we missed you, we'll come back. We're gonna first start with Mary and Rowan Bugman's Mr. Peepers. So this is Peeps, styrofoam, toothpicks, acrylic paint, found glasses, and a wooden stand. And then behind it, you got a little sneak preview. We have Leslie Carver's aptly named Skull. This is Peeps, foam core, paint, and canvas. So again, this is using Peeps to create like a sculptural element, this being a skull. Next, we have Estrella Davis Hicks, Summer Winter at the Lake. This is Peeps, paint, foam, and vinyl. We have one side, of course, that is the winter, chilly, cold side, and then we have a summer section, all of the same one lake, so like the different activities you can do at different times of the year. Next, we have Lucia's McFarland's The People's Public Library. We have several different libraries that are showcased, and this is the first one. This includes Peeps, cardboard, straw, fabric, paper, digital inkjet print, ink, sequins, artificial crystals, and paint. A lot of different activity going on in this library. Next, we have Evelyn Ebner's, who is under 13, Peeppuccino, and Donut. This is Peeps, styrofoam, found cup lid, found cup sleeve, beads, and found plastic dessert tray. Next, we have Brittany Johnson's Peeps in a Box with cotton yarn, polyfill, paper, buttons, and fabric. So we have this base here that she crocheted, which includes 6 different Peeps of different colors, and then leaning backwards at the we have the top of it. All right, then we have Sophia Ripa Kroliskowski, sorry. She is under 13. This is Peeps in Cotton Candyland, which is made with Peeps, polyfill, resin, craft sticks, paper, and stickers. Still playing on the dessert theme, we have a cake. This is also a person who's under 13 by Evelyn Vorwald Free. This is Peep Cake, made using Peeps, plastic, styrofoam, plastic, candles, and artificial crystals. Sticking to the food theme, we have a cafe named Cafe du Peep. This is made by Cruz's crew, Antonio Cruz, Dane Maddox, John Newman, and Carmen Pangilinan. This is made using Peeps, wood, tiled fabric, plastic, digital inkjet print, chalk, and found objects. An adorable little cafe you can see here. We have it downstairs, there's even an upstairs little trellis. We have art on the walls that includes little Peeps that they must have photoshopped in. Incredibly impressive. They also added some battery-powered lights. Every year we have a variety of people that will use lights in their work. They even decorated the outside of it, which is great. There's like a little poster on the side, also with lights around it. Every year we have works that are actually shipped to us from around the country. This next one comes all the way from Brooklyn, New York. We have Beryl Brenner's Cultural Diversity Begins with Learning the Sweet Things About Other People. This is made using Peeps, cardboard, paper, marker, stickers, and plastic. Please note, Beryl is telling me that the rabbi has a little peace sign that he's holding up, and then the priest is holding a little olive branch, both things showing the peace and the love of everyone coming together. Next we have Racine local artist Bill Reed, who you might have heard of before from different things we have shown here. This is called Little Bee Peep. Peeps, steel, plastic, and paint. So showing one of Bill's little automobiles. Of course, this little guy does actually move. The wheels do turn, similar to other contraptions he has made that also can move and turn. Then we have Chris Prober's Geared Up, wood, acrylic paint, and brass washers. Following, we have a word piece made by Karen Fairbanks. This is Peep America Beautiful, made with entirely found objects that I believe Karen found along Lake Michigan. So there's barrettes, we have a variety of different colored bottle tops, a pair of glasses, and then the rabbit seems to be holding different utensils. So we have a spoon, a straw, some different like bubble blowing devices, all with the idea of pick up after yourself. Maybe don't let things get in the water. Then we have Quinn Weiser's a wonderfully named Jarmageddon. This is Peeps in a found jar. A great example of how you don't have to be super detailed with each of your works. Just have a great name piece called Jarmageddon that has Peeps in it, and they'll be on display. Next up we have Rebecca McGowan's The Peeps Choice Award. Glazed whiteware. This piece is not actually being given away as the People's Choice Award, but she named it something similar, and it's a fun work that could be used as a trophy at a different event. Behind Rebecca's work, we have Charlotte Hortons, who is under 13. This is called Penelope Needle Peep, Yarn and Plastic Frame. Next, we have another person who is under 13. We have Annetta Sarks, Magical Flower Peep. This is thread, beads, fabric, felt, ribbon, and embroidery floss. Next is Deborah Perino's Year of the Rabbit. This is watercolor, sumi ink, and rice paper. A great reminder that this actually is the Chinese Year of the Rabbit. We had two pieces that were submitted that played on this theme, and this is the first one. Here is Betsy Moore's Peeps in Time. This is a wreath frame, found wine corks, found clock, ribbons, vinyl, digital inkjet print, and twine. This clock actually works, as you can see, and it tells us the correct time, which I think is pretty handy because it's the only clock in this room. Following, we have another enamel piece by Leslie Perino, Imagine All the People, of course playing on that people with the P-E-E-P. This is steel and vitreous enamel on wood. The piece reads, Imagine all the people living life in peace. Leslie actually is selling some different Peeps themed work in the museum store. There's some adorable different Peeps earrings and some necklaces, so if you're here, definitely check out our store. We also have some works that is made by Amanda Cosgrove Pathrath, which are glass, and we also have some polymer pins made by Rachel Caron, who is a well-known polymer artist. We have some of her works in the permanent collection as well. This is by Kat Pond. This is Paranormal Problems in Peepland. Paper, fishing line, plastic frame, and artificial crystals. This piece really isn't that big, and I hope it's showing through the video, because it astounds me all of the detail that she got in this small frame. We have different peeps in the front, there's a chick peep, and then there's peeps being brought up by some UFOs, and they're looking scared. After Kat's work, we have James Davis, who is also under 13. He is titled his work Flower Power Peeps, inspired by the pop art of the 1960s. This is Peeps, wood, cardboard, and acrylic paint. All right, from here we're gonna backtrack a little bit and come back to some of the 3D work that we passed by before. So we're gonna start here with Aaliyah Boosie's Rainforest Biome. This is made using Peeps, beads, sphagnum moss, paint, cotton, string lights, miniature plastic figurines, paper, artificial plants, spray paint, and ink. Aaliyah also comes from far away. I believe it was Ohio that her work was shipped to me. This was offered as part of a project she could do in her science class. As you can see, it's teaching a little lesson about how the heat rises and creates rain to then go to the rest of the rainforest. So she also wrote a paper on this project, her teacher said, which I think is very cool and a very fun way to learn about something. On the other side is a giant green peep, which we love. So all of this is in the shape of a peep. All right, and then down below, next to Aaliyah's piece, we have a piece by Jenny Morgan and Tom Dieterman. This is Peepsman. Peeps, cardboard, paper, chalk, marker, plastic, digital inkjet print, and crayon. So of course, playing on the idea of a Pac-Man, but all of the characters are made using Peeps. And even the buttons and controllers, the A-B start. Each time you're in this room, you really find something new that you haven't seen before on the works. And I'm definitely experiencing that myself. And I've been in this room quite a bit. Here we have Eleanor Hamilton's, who is also under 13. This is Girl Scout Peep Out. There's also a lot of material in this. We have Peeps, miniature tree, paper, stickers, graphite, ink, sandpaper, artificial grass, sphagnum moss, toothpicks, wood, rocks, pom-poms, air dry clay, foam, craft sticks, burlap, and felt. Following then, we have another group piece. This is made by Linda Noggle and Karen Stanlaw. This is Peeps on the Road of Experience. It has Peeps, paper, plastic, wood, a loofah, paper party horn, stickers, paint, a hair tie, twine, ink, and found objects. This next work is made by Corinthia Klein. It's the lower one on this area. It is called The Picture of Dorian Peep. It's made using Peeps, wood, canvas, cardboard, fabric, acrylic paint, spray paint, buttons, and a found display sand. Corinthia's work is actually one of the honorable mentions in the adult division. And then up above Corinthia's, we have James and Marcia Colesmith Capped Peep. This is found bottle caps, cardboard, and paint. Marsha told me that they had been saving different caps to create different Peeps like this. Below then we have a piece by Emmett Bugman. This is Peeposaurus, Peeps, styrofoam, paint, toothpicks, and a wooden stand. We absolutely love this guy's little hands. They're just very fun. All right, then next to their piece, we have another group project. This is Glenn, Gloria, Lena, and Maria Myers, Hippity Hoppity Market. This is made using Peeps, wood, paint, glass, paper, grout, chalk, and found objects. I'm noticing now that someone must have knocked the roof off the building, and we will definitely fix that. Finally, we have Liz Sirks. This is Peep Bader Ginsburg. This is yarn, cotton batting, buttons, thread, beads, felt, lace, paint, wire, cardboard, and found objects. So, of course, this is playing on the fact that of Ruth Bader Ginsburg, but it's Peep Bader Ginsburg. Up above that one, we have Serena Sacco, Peeper's Choice, Please Peep Through, glass, lens, copper, foil, solder, solder, zinc, and gloss paint. So, of course, this is playing the idea to look through the Peeps' bellies, and you'll kind of see some interesting magnification happening. I don't know if it'll totally come through on the camera, but when you're here in person, take a little look through. And then we have Ian Leonard's Real Peep Tattoos. Silicone synthetic skin and black tattoo ink. I love that he created some actual tattoos that people could get if he is, and they're made with synthetic skin. I don't know if we've had a piece like this in before, so it was fun to see. The next work is made by Yvonne Mayer, which is actually the Mayors of Racine Choice Award, and we didn't realize till after the fun play on words this is Mayer and Mayer. Trust me, he did not pick the piece because of the last name, but it was a fun coincidence. There is just so much detail in this piece. It's called Vincent Van Peep and the Morning Stars. It's made using Peeps, felt, fabric, ribbon, wire, found cardboard, acrylic paint, watercolor, marker, buttons, pom-poms, glitter, artificial plants, canvas, wood, and digital inkjet print. As you can see, there's so much detail. We have a pile of different paintings in the corner. We have Vincent Van Peep himself painting Starry Night. There's different like little poems and letters. Each side and the outside has different representations of famous paintings. And then on the back that you're being shown here now, we have different Peeps that are like on scaffolds and are creating Starry Night. Absolutely phenomenal. All right, we're gonna come back over here so we don't forget some pieces. We're gonna start up on the wall first with Lisa Peters. Let's turn the camera around if it works with us. All right, this is Lisa Peters' I Spy Peep style. Peeps, paper, digital inkjet print, and found objects. So this is a fun little game that Lisa made. At the bottom of the piece, it has different questions. So can you find 4 Legos, 3 hearts, 5 bows, 12 paper clips, a clothespin, and the letter C? Or also another question is, how many can you find of bunny peeps, white peeps, crayons, pencils, buttons? If you're here in person, you can take a little longer to play this game. All right, then let's go to the next 2D piece. We got Coco Chachopoulos with The Great Peep of the Southwest, Peeps, cardboard, acrylic paint, and gaff tape. So a large representation of a lizard on the wall using Peeps to create the different colors and patterns within its skin. Next up is Mark Woolman's Peep Mardi Gras float. This is digital inkjet print. Mark is a photographer, so he, instead of having Peeps here on display, he took a photograph of a different area he made display in his house. So we have the Mardi Gras colors here with some beads that are of course quintessential of the Mardi Gras era. Below we have Ann Burke's The Peep Sweetest Hits, made using Peeps, found objects, clay, googly eyes, paper, and digital inkjet print. So you can of course see the Peeps are spinning around with the record playing. No, it does not play music, but we have these fun little dudes with their cool sunglasses on, and I love it because Anne added some actual googly eyes underneath the Peeps, which will be hard to see in the video, but you can see those a little better in person. On the back of the record player, she has listed some real songs by different artists, but all have like sweet names. So we have Sugar Sugar, Candy Girl, Sugar Shack, of course. Just very fun details to it. Next, we have Jenny Jarrett's New Peeps on the Block. We have Peeps, paper, acrylic paint, Q-tips, buttons, cardboard, marker, and felt. So, of course, playing an idea of new kids on the block. We have each area loosely set up with different themes, and this theme down on this table is music or singers, something like that. Now all of those pieces fit like that, but loosely that's what we were going for. Above it we have a piece by Rosie McFarland, Peepler Swift Concert, so Taylor Swift, but it's Peepler Swift. This is made using Peeps, cardboard, Easter grass, felt, toothpicks, paper, artificial crystals, sequins, fabric, pipe cleaners, foam, marker, and colored pencil. Next to this work, we have Grayson Butner's Peeper Flower. This is Peeps, styrofoam, dirt, moss, and found plant. Below, we have a little punny piece. It's made by Meg Conlin. This is called One Starberry and One Fine Apple. Peeps, foam, toothpicks, found sunglasses, paper, glitter, and ink. So of course, Fine Apple is the pineapple, but he's pretty fine. And there's a little sign that she made in front called Peep Show, introducing One Starberry and One Fine Apple. Playing off these like fruits and plants theme, we have Veronica Gagliano Avercamp, Peep Lily. This is Peeps, aluminum foil, duct tape, found pot, artificial flowers, spray paint, and dirt. This is one of the honorable mentions in the adult division. So we thought that Veronica was very clever with how she included the Peeps. The Peeps are actually the leaves and they're little chicks. And we believe she must have spray painted them because you can see kind of like a little yellow coming through, which creates like an interesting glowing kind of characteristic to create this peace lily. All right, we're going to continue along this wall, but go over towards this jacket. We kind of created like an apparel section, and this jacket is the first up. This is by Jan Wileninsky, Peep Garden Jean Jacket, acrylic paint, and a found jean jacket. Jan was telling me that she's actually a kindergarten teacher and she plans on wearing this jacket next year, and I think the kids will absolutely love it. Playing on the apparel, up on the wall, we have a work made by Hanukkah Abels, Peeps purse, fabric, buttons, and paint. Hanukkah actually works at RAM. She is one of our front desk and store staff members. And I just can't believe how cute and adorable this purse is. I could see a little kid or even an adult using it. The chain is made using pink rabbit bunnies, and then the actual body of the purse is a chick. We're going to start with the lower things on the shelf then. First, we have Cindy Buford's, who is under 13, Peep Pins. She used a found pin screen, cardboard, and acrylic paint and created like the representation of the bunny Peeps in the screen to be included. Next to it, we have Heidi Perez Yellow Bunny Belly Tiara. This is Peeps, glitter, acrylic paint, sequins, toothpicks, cotton fabric, wax paper, and a found Tiffany and Company box. She actually played this off of a real Tiffany tiara. Behind it, we have this great Easter bonnet created by Patricia Colby Gulbranson. This is old-fashioned Peeps Easter bonnet. This is made using Peeps, glitter, artificial flowers, straw hat, ribbon, mannequin head, artificial pearls, wire, and a sequins bow. And then we have a helmet made by Alexandros Chichopoulos, a little more than 300 Peeps. This is Sparta. This is Peeps, spray paint, plastic, foam, and a found vase. We're gonna go up top towards the shoe. This is by Lily and Sally Lamberton. It's called Peep Sneaks. We got Peeps, cardstock, paint, found shoe, ink, and a found shoe box. And then below was a work by Liam Bugman, The Thy Chest Plate of the Peep Elders, Peeps, plastic, and styrofoam. All right, and then to finish off the apparel section, we have one last bag. This is by Lori Stephen. Have Peeps, will travel. Peeps, beads, fabric, thread, ribbon, paper, and zipper. Behind that work, we have a group called Getaway Weekend that includes Mary Avery, Peggy Dunst, Maria Pocat, Patty Sherman Sisler, and Jean Ury. This is ELO, Electric Light Pole Orchestra, made using Peeps, cardboard tubes, paint, foam, feathers, wire, rock, artificial plants, found pine cones, evergreen branches, artificial moss, and ink. Below this work is Cookie Anderson's Peep Henge, Peeps, spray paint, found box, and dirt. Of course, playing the idea of the Stonehenge that you can find in England. Next to Peep Henge, we have Christina Chichopoulos' SpongeBob's favorite Peep, Gary. Of course, SpongeBob's pet snail, who is named Gary. This is made using Peeps, found pie tin, found ping pong balls, paper, acrylic paint, plastic, and glitter. Behind Gary, we have a work that takes us to Paris. This is Ava Gonzalez, Noella Schnick's Peeps in Paris, made using Peeps, paint, cardboard, paper, tape, metal, graphite, marker, artificial flowers, string, and a found plastic egg. Next we have we have a 2D piece. This is by Leah R. Doshia, Peeps Products Digital Inkjet Print. So this showcases different brands, how they are envisioning how Peeps could be branded. Then we have the Peepsters Art Bag, the Sanderson Peeps, by Jay and Renzo Magina and Skipper Versace. If if you guys have seen the movie Hocus Pocus. There was a recent new one that came out, so the showcasing the 3 witch sisters and also the black cat. And they were very excited about these like flickering light that's in the cabin, which I think is just like a phenomenal addition to it. Up on the wall then we have Jason and Kyla Hurley's Peeps Bowl. Let the good times roll. This is Peeps, paint, glitter, plywood, MDF board, fabric, ribbon, and string. I believe they created that entire bowling ball using the Peeps, so another great sculptural representation using a marshmallow. Belowhand, we have Miley Farrell and Jameen White's Back to the Peepshire. Peeps, duct tape, artificial grass, wooden sticks, found objects, spray paint, and decals. A great scene that's reminiscent of the movie Back to the Future. I was told that everything is really to scale of what's happening in the movie, including the tree that is starting to fall over. Playing on this movie theme we have going on, we have Kenzie Minsk and Dionysus Chichopoulos, Shrek's Swamp Peep, Peeps, cardboard, paper, craft sticks, wood, paint, artificial plants, plastic, digital inkjet print, and rocks. All right, we're gonna look at one last work on the wall on here, and then we're gonna turn around and do the table behind us. This we have Isabella Aviles. She is under 13. This is Snappy the Shark, Peeps, cardboard, paint, foam paint, and googly eyes. She won the 2nd Peep in the Young People's category. All right, so then going behind us, we first have Kathy Boder's The Peep Masters. This is glazed whiteware. So she included 4 different Peeps, each showing a different famous person's style of work. We have like a Van Gogh, there's a Monet, Picasso, right, following we have another library that's also incredibly detailed. This is by Andrew Kunitzer and Catherine O'Keefe. It is titled The Library of Banned Books. This is the first Peep in the group division. They have included Peeps, styrofoam, fabric, pins, ribbon, paper, paint, pipe cleaners, ink, digital inkjet print, wood, and cardboard to create this piece. Andrew was telling me that each of the books that you see on the shelf back there are actual books that are banned in libraries. Some that might surprise you, some others that you wouldn't understand and expect. One that surprised me was Where the Wild Things Are. Next to the banned books library, we have another group one of some children. It's Alana and Nolan Straka, Peep Painting. This is Peeps, canvas, paint, paintbrush, foam board, and craft sticks. So I believe each Alana and Nolan created their own representation on a small canvas of a Peep. And then each of their little Peep representations are painting the Peep here. Very cute. Next we have a diorama of another library. This is Bowie Thompson, under 13, Racine Peep Library. Peeps, found bottle caps, wood, wrapping paper, paint, stickers, craft sticks, MDF board, artificial plants, marker, digital inkjet print, and cardboard. I was told that this is pretty similar to the Racine Public Library, but we did a great job of representing that. Hanging on the wall above Bowie's piece, we have the third place award in the People's Division, Young People's. Maria Russa, American Peeps, Gouache, Color Pencil, Marker, and Graphite. Of course, this is taking on the famous painting that is located within the Chicago Art Institute, American People. Next on this wall, we have the top piece, Laura Spaeth, Bunnyfield digital inkjet print. So Laura took a picture of a field and then she photoshopped each of these different peeps into the field, showcasing like this looks like a lot of rabbits and a chick that are just hanging around. Below is a work by Ben Bissiger, Bun Bun, paint and glitter glue on canvas. All right, then we're gonna switch back around. We have Julie Serbiak's Do Re Mi Fa Sol La Ti Peep. That's a mouthful to say. This is fabric, paper, artificial grass, buttons, digital inkjet print, and artificial flowers, showcasing the sound of music, but peep-ified. Next to it, we have another diorama of a movie. This is made by Bobby and Courtney Poppy. Spider Peep stops the train. This is made with peeps, cardboard, doll clothes and accessories, wire, beads, puffy paint, paper, sticks, and artificial crystals. This is the third place award in the group division. Another piece that has great detail in it, and I encourage you to see it in person because I don't know how it'll come across in a camera because it's kind of a tight area, but we have Spider-Man, Spider Peep, I would say, who is stopping the train, similar to the movie, and in each of the windows we have a different character peep. On the top we have Doc Ock with his villainous outfit. Above this we have Mason Nichols, under 13, who Peep City. This is marker and graphite on canvas. So in each of the cars, we have a little chick peep that is driving around. So it's their city. Next we have, below we have Emily Prober's I Thought I Saw a Peepee Cat. This is peeps, paint, beads, googly eyes, cotton, twist tie, marker, wire, paper, digital inkjet print, wood, foam core, ribbon, found objects, cardboard, and found newspaper. Then above it we have Emma Jarrett's Beauty and the Peep, peeps, marker, felt, color pencils, ceramic, paint, cardboard, and paper. All right, then we're gonna go back up on the wall. We have Sharon Nyman's Hide and Seek, cardboard, digital inkjet print, and paper. So to create this printout of a nonprofit organization, Sharon has also included some cutouts of peeps. So it's another little game. You're supposed to look for 5 different rabbit peeps in this painting, or not painting, but work. Below we have Caden Burke, Peep Psycho. This is made using peeps, board, cardboard, wooden skewers, acrylic paint, found miniature furniture set, found magazine, found newspaper, and digital inkjet print. Next is Owen Patinood's Attack on Titan, founding Peeps starts the rumbling. Peeps, cardboard, paper, wooden skewers, string, and graphite. This is after the anime and Attack on Titan. Next to this work, we have Meg and Toby Gruchat's The War of the Peeps. Peeps, plaster, acrylic paint, pipe cleaners, duct tape, sand, cardboard, digital inkjet print, and found objects. Behind we have Diane, Arndt, Cam, Thomas, and Peeps instead of Thomas and Friends. It's Peeps, cardboard, paper mache, newspaper, paint, buttons, pipe cleaners, and googly eyes. Looking at another 2D on the wall, we have Caroline Johnson, who is under 13, Peepachu, marker and graphite. I think this is a fun representation because I believe Caroline was going for one side looking like the classic Peep and the other side looking like Pikachu from Pokemon. To end this section, we're going to look at Kelly Hosknet's Please Don't Peeps in the Pool, Peeps, acrylic paint, clothesline, glitter, and artificial crystals. Alright, then we're going to turn around and look at some more dioramas. We're going to first start on the wall, last side of the column. We have Ann Richards' Peeps Spy Balloon, Peep, paint, paper, string, and digital inkjet print. This is playing on the spy balloon that was seen throughout the U.S. recently. Below we have Jeff Turns, Vox Peepuli, Peeps, foam board, wood, paint, paper, and found objects. So here we have the Supreme Court, and they're being presented to on the opposite side of the work, which might be a little hard to showcase, but it's showing some protesters. Not quite sure what issue they're protesting on, but they got signs and they're not happy. Following, we have Daniel Warchowski's The Peepers, Peeps, acrylic paint, wood, dowel rods, canvas, and styrofoam. This is showcasing a little Peeps football game. Next up, we have another spy balloon diorama. This is my Marcia and Tim Patanoob No Peeping. This is made using Peeps, cardboard, paper, wood, leather, paint, styrofoam, chalk marker, and fishing line. Next to it, we have Anna Christensen, under 13, Peep Rescue. This is Peeps, foam letters, wood, digital inkjet print, paper, fabric, toothpicks, found Scrabble tiles, plastic, ink, craft sticks, artificial grass, and artificial crystals. Following this theme of animals, we have a work by Rainbow Family, called themselves Rainbow Fam. This is Over the Peep Bow Bridge, Peeps, cardboard, foam board, found puzzle, miniature figurines, marker, paper, digital inkjet print, duct tape, and found objects. So we have a dog who's on stand with different dogs and a cat looking up at this figure. This is actually the family's dog who recently and unexpectedly passed away, and this is him going into heaven. A very touching piece. Make me cry. So then we got Jack Thompson's, who is under 13. It's called The Great Barrier Peep. This is made using Peeps, stickers, paint, shells, pearls, pipe cleaners, artificial plants, sponges, found egg carton, microfiber mop, dowel rod, digital inkjet print, and fishing wire. Jack actually won the first Peeper Ride in the Young People's division. Following Jack, we have St. Matthias, 6th grade boys. They divided the classroom into the boys and the girls projects. We'll be looking at the girls in a minute. Theirs is called Peeper's Theater. This is made using Peeps, cardboard, modeling clay, fabric, rubber bands, stickers, string lights, digital inkjet print, marker, and found objects. The boys did a great job in creating this. In the back they have, honestly, they created this too, a little Titanic with Peeps in it. Took a photograph of it, and then even on the side we have some posters that they altered so they're Peeps themed. Then we have Suzanne Newman's Peeps Body Mining Company. Bear with me, a lot of more material in this one. We have Peeps, found paper, upholstery frame, found acorn caps, twigs, wire, candles, dental floss, embroidery floss, acrylic paint, bobbins, melted candle, sponge, foam, nails, metal hook, and paper. Next to this mining company, we have Long Live the Peep, made by Bill, Liam, and Liz Sullivan. They created this using Peeps, polymer, foam board, paper, beads, digital inkjet print, string, fabric, and found objects. Playing on the idea of the recent coronation ceremony for England. We even have, you can see some paparazzi. They must stay back. Adjacent to this work, we have the Baird family, Peeps at the Jurassic World Drive-In, Peeps cotton, acrylic paint, paper, plastic, cardboard, digital inkjet print, and found objects. So alongside Peeps, we have some dinosaurs that are watching Godzilla, king of the monsters. After the Baird families, we have Deb Keach. Everything is popping up Peeps. This includes Peeps, found watering can, dowel rods, artificial flowers, wooden ladybugs, sphagnum moss, and artificial crystals. This is a watering can that I believe was her grandma's that she reused to create this awesome display. After Deb's, we have another group project. Sarah, Searchin, Chris, and Adam. Happy Campers. Peeps paint, cardboard, paper, beads, wire, and wooden dowels. This is a great example of how much people love Peeps because this group was saving Peeps from different seasons. So not only is there the traditional Peeps that you see around Easter, but there's also Christmas trees. There's snowmen. We even have some ghosts at the top. So if you want to have a piece like this team, start saving your Peeps up now. And then you can get all those different fun varieties. And because you can throw them in the freezer, they're just marshmallows. They'll also just totally stale out. Then we have the same classroom, St. Matthias, but this is the 6th grade girls. This is Zombie, a Peep Ellipse Water Park. There's Peeps, cardboard, found objects, Easter grass, and acrylic paint. The zombies are just having the best time in their water park. My favorite is at the front. I believe Tyler already showed you, but each of the Peeps are selling different miniature food items. We got some hot dogs. We got some pickles. It's just too cute. We then have another drive-in. This is the Losers Card Club of Wisconsin, a night at the drive-in. Peeps, found toys, sand, sphagnum moss, wood, craft sticks, digital inkjet print, cardboard, paint, straw, All right, then we have another group project. This is called the Dancing Queens. Peeps Pride Dance Party. Peeps, fabric, paper, stickers, ribbon, pipe cleaners, boxes, flags, pom-poms, wooden dowels, string, plastic, cardboard, foam, and foam objects, or found objects. a lot of detail in this piece, like I've been saying throughout this show, which continues to astound me. You have all the traditional things that you could find in a gay nightclub. We have some like dancing queens in the back. There's little go-go dancers. At the top, there's a rooftop bar. There's a little homage on the outside too to Club Q, which had that shooting happen at it recently. I mean, they even have the side of the roof shingled. Incredibly impressive. At the back, we have a little elevator, and you can see a little guy coming through it. There's the start of the elevator. Super fun. Then we're gonna go back to this wall to look at some 2D works. Down here, we have Sarah Magina's Our Friendship is Growing by Peeps and Bounds. This is digital inkjet print, yarn, and wood. So she printed out this piece and then emphasized it using embroidery floss throughout of it. Next to this work, we have another fiber piece. This is Meg Richardson, Hanging by a Thread. This is made using cord, wool roving, googly eyes, buttons, and found wood. Then we're going to go to some more 3D works in the corner. First up, we have Happy Peepster. So this is made by Renee Elworthy. This is satin balls, pins, beads, ribbon, styrofoam, a found basket, found tree, paper, and stickers. So each of these different ornaments has the likelihood of a little rabbit peep playing on Christmas as well as Easter. Next to it, we have a stained glass work made by Lauren Dwyer, Around with My Peeps. This is glass, lead, and tin, solder, and brass. Next to it, we have this little 4 square setup. So we're gonna start at the top left. We have Kathy Simon's Peeper Rabbits for Easter. This is cotton, fabric, beads, netting, thread, paper, marker, and stickers. So she quilted this little scene, and it kind of looks like it's made up and wrapped to give to someone. Next to it is the second piece, that's the Chinese Year of the Rabbit. This is by Bridget King, called 2023, the Chinese Year of the Rabbit. This is made using cotton fabric, batting, cotton thread, and marker. Right below it then, we have Katie and Gary Wee, Hidden Figures, sea glass and paint on canvas. They used all different sea glass that they found throughout Lake Michigan, so this is a really fun way to reuse all that sea glass that you're finding. Another glass piece then, we have Renee Seaman, Who's the Fairest Peeps of All? This is glass, grout, beads, mirror, and paint. Then down here we have a work that's actually interactive. This is by Monica Leonard, Peep in the Kaleidoscope, made using Peeps, Shrinky Dinks, Milliforey slices, acrylic resin, acrylic wood, or acrylic mirror, wood veneer, coin holders, Easter grass, foam core, and paper tube. As Tyler is showing you, you can pick up this piece and you can look inside it like a traditional kaleidoscope, and I'm excited how well that's coming on on the screen. So we have it up here so that we can supervise who uses it and so they use it properly. And then the last 2D piece that we're going to look at is by Holly Autumn, If Peeps Could Fly. This is cotton fabric and thread, And this is actually the RAM Postcard Peep Award. So this will be printed on a postcard and be available for purchase through the museum store. You can see that the background is made using the edges of fabric actually, so she kept all of that, wanting to use them without just like wasting them, and created this really beautiful fountain piece with peeps that are being used as the edge of the fountain. There's a giant rabbit peep as the middle with the actual word peep, and a bunch of different fabric birds. All right, then we're gonna go back to some dioramas. We have just 2 left now. We have this first one by Marie-Therese Garvey, Hops Soupeeper Club, Peeps, Wood, Plastic, Fabric, Found Miniature Objects, Mirror, Fabric, Vinyl, and Stickers. Next up, we have Lynn Prober's Peeps Toy Shop. This has Peeps, foam board, paint, polymer, foam, fabric, ribbon, yarn, artificial fur, paper, googly eyes, pipe cleaners, found game board and parts, found toy parts, found crayon box, and ruler. So you can see as we're looking through all of these, really she uses peeps in just such creative ways. So we have the crayons are peeps, we have the little Thomas is a peep, the Play-Doh is peeps. Like, some of the things that are peeps are even unrecognizable. So she got incredibly creative with how she used the peeps in this. All right, well, I thank you guys so much for tuning in today. I hope this has left you feeling inspired and ready to start creating for your next piece next year. In the meantime, the show closes this year on Saturday, April 15th, so this Saturday. RAM is open this week from Wednesday through Saturday from noon till 4 p.m. If you're wanting to start working on something now, we actually have another community show coming up called Futures Reimagined. This will be open to people who have taken a class at RAM, who are currently teaching a class, who are Racine Art Guild members, Racine school teachers, who are current RAM members, staff, and volunteers. We have a drop-off for that May 12th and 13th from 10 to 4 at Worcester. It's no admission to enter your work. Anything that is dropped off will be included in the show, and I hope you consider it. If you have any questions, please drop those in the chat now. Otherwise, we will wrap up for today and we can answer questions later.